Welcome aboard, everybody. How are you doing today? I uh, I know that there's not going to be a whole lot of you on board. I'm just kind of getting started here with this brand new series that I'm going to be doing um, uh, on Project 99, and we're going to get after it. So, yeah, I'm on Green server. And of course, Green server has um, Green Server has it's been out about 3 years or so, so it certainly isn't a new server by any stretch of the imagination. We'll go ahead and I'll enter world and we'll go ahead and get started there and see what we have. So, yeah, here we go. Yes, we are in the Field of Bone, and I'm already a level 4 Necromancer. And let me just, it's not going to be a real big mystery how we got here. By any stretch of the imagination. What happened is I just kind of started a character. I happened to be kind of, I turned in my, the first note and got the dagger. And of course, that's in West Kabilis, I think is, and as I was wandering to come out, there was kind of a fancy looking dude standing by the bank. And I just, it's just, decided to ask, hey, do you have a couple plat for a for a noob? And he did. He graciously gave me 5 plat. And you're gonna find that people on the Green server are like that. I mean, they're just good folks. I mean, that's just kind of the way it is. So we are actually going to be doing a little bit of kind of casting and reclaiming here at first, as we are trying to get a max level pet. Right now, I'm currently level 4, almost level 5. Got a little over a bubble to go here, I want to get a pet that cons yellow to me. So I'm just gonna kind of keep casting these guys until they con, that healthy color of yellow. That's an even con, so that's not exactly what I'm looking for either. So yeah. I got my first spells, and I just kind of, here in the Field of Bone, in the noobiest of the newbie area, just kind of worked my way through and got myself up to level 4. So that's a nice thing. And I'm excited. It's been a while since I played Project 99, and obviously, I loved original. When Everquest first came out, I loved it. I actually was a druid main. And I played roughly pretty much through Velios. And then I think, I played a little bit when Luckland came out. And then I played a little bit when Plains of Power came out. But by that time, I had moved on to, like, Dark Age of Camelot and Star Wars Galaxies and WoW and those types of things. And so this is kind of, I'm actually kind of using this play session here as they're talking about, and I don't know, who knows when they're going to do it, but they're talking about doing a Green 2.0 server. And, so this is going to be kind of me just messing around with the Necromancer, kind of learning the tricks of the trade. In preparation for maybe in a year or something when they go with that Green 2.0 server, we'll have an idea of how to play the class correctly. Everquest blows my mind. There's so much stuff to learn. It's kind of endless. It was funny. I was watching a video this weekend, and that somebody made, and I was like, I can't believe I didn't know that. That happens so much. And as you can see here, I'm really not winning the casting RNG lottery. That's no big deal, but definitely not. And I'm only losing a little bit of mana each time I do this, so that is no big deal. But I am definitely looking to get myself a yellow pet. It makes a huge difference. You really do need to kind of go through this exercise and make sure you get the max level pet. All right, cast that down there. Oh man, RNG is not being nice. So welcome aboard. Yeah, I'm glad that you got. You know that if any of you are thank you for watching. If you happen to come by and watch, it's boy, it's still looking for. I wonder if they're counting white because I'm almost 5. Probably not. How am I doing on bone fragments here? I'm doing okay. It's interesting, I'm kind of getting low. Keep having to recast this over and over again. I had a lot more than that. Yeah. But we're going to be here killing so many skeletons, I'm not even worried about it. Zabatic, are you my guy? Yes, there you go. See, this is what I needed, was this this yellow con. Looks like a gamble. You can see these other guys were blue cons and even cons. Looks like an even fight. Looks like I have the upper hand. This one looks like quite a gamble. That's the guy I'm looking for, right? He's a little bit tougher than I am. And I'm going to give him a sword that I took off another skeleton earlier. And we are going to go ahead and get started. Now, one of the things about Everquest, and everybody who plays it knows it, there's lots of downtime in Everquest. That's just the bottom line. An enormous amount of downtime in Everquest. There's no way around it. If, ands, or buts. It is the way that it works. And so we're going to go ahead right now. What are we doing? Well, I'm meditating. And I am getting you can see my mana is climbing. Right now it's 26%, 28%. I don't have, one of the cool things about necromancers, and one of the reasons why, I messed around, probably like, for instance, when Green 2.0 goes live, this area, Kunark, and Valios won't be there, you'll just have the original. I will probably start with a gnome mage first. Just ultimately, I do want to play pet classes. I am like I said, I'm just a filthy casual, an unbelievable filthy casual, and unfortunately, I've got to do lots and lots and lots of soloing, in this game. Now, don't get me wrong, I am eventually going to look for some people to do some dungeon diving with. And I do hope to have a good group, where I find a group of people to hang out with. There's always people hanging around Project 99. Actually, I've been really surprised. The green server has, usually concurrently over 1,000 people on it all the time. It's pretty amazing, really. Kind of blows my mind. What's going on here? Oh, I seem to have frozen up here. I get that from time to time. All right, well, let me I'm going to have to relaunch the game, I think, unfortunately. I had a pop-up window for a weird HP pop-up window came up. I'm going to go ahead and quit that. And I think that seems to have kind of caused me some level of consternation here. Let me go ahead and see if I can exit out of this stuff side out. Yeah, you can see I'm kind of frozen up. That's too bad. Hold on. Let me go ahead and relaunch the game. It'll be just a second. And we will do that. So I don't know what you're going to see during that time. That is for sure. I'm going to have to go to the task manager, I guess, and end this guy. End task. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what you see. And keep in mind, this is all me kind of learning how to kind of do OBS and P99 and that stuff together. I have a very, very big history of messing around with Star Citizen on, streaming Star Citizen. So yeah, you can see it's a very healthy population. Green has got 931 people playing right now, and you can see I have an active player. And yeah, it was I had a weird pop up that popped up something about an HP driver, and it seems to have kind of frozen it. So this is common. Unfortunately, it's an older game. This is an emulation. It's very stable for the most part. I have noticed that there's a little bit of a bug when you kind of log off or whatever. This is just basically saying, hey, you've got a character sitting on the server, and it's true. He's sitting right there. It took me a little while to spin up that. Skelly as well. So that's going to be, we'll have to recast him and kind of get our feet again here for sure. No problem though, for sure. And yeah, here we go. That iconic music. And in we go. Very much love it. All right, well, let's go ahead and start casting our way back to success here. Kebab? Oh, nope, he's not what we're looking for. I have to keep an eye. I can't. I don't want to run out of these. I still have 30 of them though, so I'm in pretty good shape. We'll go ahead and get do what we can. Here's Joe. Okay, he's a blue. All right. Another blue. Go ahead and end his career. It just makes such a huge difference. And I'm in an in-between level. I really have to have a yellow. You really, really have to have a yellow mob. Cool. All right, so now let's go ahead. And I'm going to go ahead and let me cast shield on myself. That's good. And let me go ahead and forage real quick. Hit that real quick, and then off we go. I'll go ahead and sit. Now, I have forgotten millions and millions of things about this game. I don't remember. Heck. Much of anything, really. It's been a long time. I played P99 quite a bit, but always super casually. I think, I do have a character on Red server. I did a little PvP. I do have a high-ish level character on Blue. I think it's a monk, an Ixar monk. But I've just never played that seriously. And, a part of it is about having the time to. Because this game is a time sink. It is no question about it. If you get into it, for sure, it's a big-time time sink. So, all right, we got about half mana here. What's this guy here? He's a red. So what I'm doing is I'm conning the monsters out there. I am looking for yellows, or whites in this particular case. That's probably okay. That's a yellow there. I don't want to take out a yellow with half mana. Okay. So yeah, you can see I'm kind of in between levels here, right? There's a lot of stuff out here that's way over my level. This Carrion Shredder's probably what I'm looking for here. Yeah, let's go ahead and take him. We'll stick the pet on him here in just a sec. So I've pulled him back. Here he comes. I'm sending in the pet. Oh, geez. Yeah, I forget that got taken away. Oh, man, I'm already... Now, I'm doing a life tap here. This is actually, it takes the little man I have away, but it does it hurts him and it gives me life. So That's a nice thing to have. Plus, my pet's beating on him. I think we'll probably be okay here. I do have the low level one available too. I have insufficient mana, but mana will trickle back a little as we fight here, and we should be okay. I can always back off and let my pet kind of take care of business there. There he goes. He got him. Good. That's what we're looking for. And we'll go ahead and sit and rest here. And that's it. I mean, Everquest is a very, very, it's just a game that requires a lot of time. It's a game that takes a lot, you really have to think your way through a lot of things. There are crazy, funny things that happen. You absolutely can go into a dungeon and just get wrecked and lose everything if you can make bad decisions in this game, and they will cost you. They will cost you big time. Because you've got your corpses, you've got to retrieve your gear. So if you die when you're fully geared someplace, the chances of you going in there naked to get it back is pretty brutal. And even back in the day, when I played back in the day as a druid, I soloed mostly. And I think, boy, it was really slow when it was like a newish game. It was crazy slow to play. And the hell levels were nuts. You know what I mean? I think, if I'm not mistaken, on my druid, I don't think I got too much higher than maybe 36 or 37 originally on Vishan server. Yeah, I mean, and that's just kind of how it went. And like I said, by the time other things kind of came along, in the most respectful sense, I was kind of had moved on. You know what I mean? Like Dark Age of Camelot was out. I forget what year that came out. But then there was Star Wars Galaxies, Lineage 2. WoW. I mean, I played all those games, and so, they took me away from Everquest, and I really only had one really good friend in at the time. I mean, I had lots of in life friends, but a lot of my friends won't play Everquest. I mean, they just won't play it. It's too tedious, and I don't necessarily blame them for that. It's like most of my MMO friends will not play this game. It's got way too much time and energy that it costs, and they just don't have our family people just don't have the time for it. And I get that. I totally get it. So what is this? Here. These corpses are kind of getting in the way of my being able to click out there. There's that yellow scaled wolf. We definitely don't want to get this red footpad on us. Oh, Lord. He's going to get his butt kicked by those. That's funny. You don't see that very often where the mobs fight each other a ton. I mean, you do see it a little more in EverQuest than in other games. It always kind of blows my mind in like Diablo 4 or something when it's so dumb. Like it'll be like a whole bunch of monsters, and then like some bandits, and then like some tree ants, and everybody's just sitting together there. It's so ridiculous. So this guy's going to be an interesting fight. I am giving him hitting him with the life tap for sure. One more good one here. Should have him close. I should be able to back away, and my pet should be able to finish him out. Yeah, he's wandering, which is fine. Once again, my pet should be able to finish him. Maybe I don't want him to get out here too far. Oh, good. Yeah. cool. He had some spider silk. We'll grab that. Money is at a premium big time in when you're a young character in EverQuest. It's, you know, there's nothing easier. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there are certainly easier paths to take, but there's nothing easy about this game. This game is built for people that you gotta have a there's gotta be a touch of masochism in your personality to play EverQuest for sure. Just because it just takes a long time. It's kind of a brutal game. So this is fun. I'm really enjoying myself. I am starting to creep into that final bubble to get level 5, which would be cool. And this is, you know, later on when I go back, I'm going to watch this stream later on. I'm going to check the audio quality. I'm going to check the video quality. You know, and I'm playing this inside, you know, a 1080p window on a 5120 by 1440p monitor. So I don't know how exactly it's all going to look and feel. So I will definitely be checking the audio quality. And checking and just kind of getting into a point. And I know Oakwind is a TLP server on regular EverQuest. And it's about to go to Kunark, and I've really thought about playing on that a little bit, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'll wait for the next TLP server and then cross my fingers and see if maybe Green 2.0 will come out at some point. You know, I have other games that I do play. I play Star Citizen, even though Star Citizen's had a really rocky year. And I do play Diablo 4. I enjoy Diablo 4. It's about to go to the first season in Diablo 4, and they made a huge patch, and it's just, I don't know, they kind of, I need to go check it out and see how it is now. All right, there's a scorpion that's got a butt kicking coming. So that's me. In this game, what I'm doing is I'm pulling the mob. This is called the mob pull. And then, you know, kind of sicking my pet on him. Jonab is my pet. You can see Jonab is over there. I've given Jonab a sword, and he's attacking this dude. And I am going to go ahead and, you know, just kind of hit him with the... I'm using my low level. I think this is called Life Tap, and I think this is called Life Spike. Yeah. So I was using Life Tap. It was a really like a low level thing. One of the reasons that Ixars are so like good is they actually have natural regeneration. Most characters don't have regen. Trolls have regen. Ixars have regen. Ixar was introduced with Kunark, and you know, it's a great race. I mean, don't get me wrong. They level, I think, a total of 30% slower as a Necro, because you got a 10% Necro bonus or like a 10% debuff on your experience because you're a Necro. And then you have a 20%-ish debuff on your experience because you're an Ixar. So as far as leveling goes, these guys don't level that fast. But you make up for it because you do a lot of soloing, which is good experience. And like right over, you can't see it there, but right over there is Kern's Tower. You actually can get to like level 25, like hardly being away from your starting city, which is really cool, I think. I mean, I definitely like that part of it. So once again, this is me. I'm out here conning things. Oh, no. That was a red carrion shredder. I started casting and I didn't like the cut of his jib. There's a yellow, okay, there's a greater scale bone. Let's run along this path. Oh. There's a couple of these, is it the red one? Oh yeah, he came all the way down there. He's dubious, so he won't attack me. untarget him so I don't make a mistake. Over there's a scorpion. What's this guy doing? I'm going to sick my pet on him. And I'm going to go grab that scorpion if I can. I want to make sure there's nothing else around. Here he comes. That's great. And so you want to pull him back to a safer place to fight him. You don't want to be fighting out in this area where potentially a red could wander on you and just kind of wipe you out. There's very severe penalties for dying in this game. Like, you can lose hours of work. So you don't want to die if you can avoid it. You know, this game is not easy mode. You know, as far as oh well, he's trying to take a bite out of me. Good. Good. So yeah, there's my. This will be a no trade. I'm not gonna grab that. That's fine. I don't think you can sell those. I don't know. I guess let me just grab it. I'll say yes. And I will check to see if you can sell them. I don't think you can. That large scorpion pincer. And you can see it's kind of a slow boat for sure. One of the things, though, I do like about it is you do have time to kind of, you know, you can actually, if you're watching a show or you can read a book or, you know, I mean, this isn't the most, there isn't tons of, you know, one of the cool things is if you ever did get a good stream going here with people on here, you could spend a lot of time answering questions and doing that kind of stuff because there's a lot of downtime in this game. I mean, that's just this is an old game. So it's got kind of old mechanics. You know, Everquest did many things right. A few things that could have been improved upon significantly. Itemization and stuff is a little weird in the game. You know, and that type of thing. But I would say overall, this is hands down one of my favorite MMOs of all time, for sure. All right, you can see. So we're getting our mana back. At level 8, I get this really cool thing. It's a lich spell, and it allows me to drain my health to speed up my mana gain. What's awesome about that is because I have regeneration in life, you know, it's like that just completely feeds that loop. You know, and that's, you know, you would ask, like, well, hey, Dave, I mean, why would you play a character that's 30% nerfed on? Well, that's the reason. I mean, these guys they have the fastest mana tap in the game. They can, you know, they have, you know, so not very many creatures are two of their bars, you know, are basically increasing faster than other people's. You know, it's a pretty amazing thing. These guys are kind of soloing kings for sure. Now, this is not a solo-friendly game in a way. I mean, people do solo in it and do fantastic. And I mean, there are certainly, like, oh my stars, like if you get like a crazy kitted out shaman or something with like torpor and all that stuff. It's pretty crazy what they're capable of. Yeah, this guy's kicking my butt. Holy crap. Let's see if I can get away. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Darn it. That was bad. This is what I want. I want to drain him so I get a little... My pet seems to be handling him just fine, so he was kicking my buttocks, though. And that's when you can't really take another one, I don't think. Oh, I'm wrong. You can't take another one. What the heck? All right, let's kind of come up here. I'm going to sit, and we're going to relax. And so I am a little hurt and a little bit mana starved right now. So This, however, is an opportunity. You want to kill these guys actually, they drop a bone chips, and those are like that right there, that bone chip. That's what I need. That's the reagent I need to cast my undead pets. You know, this guy right here who's my pet. Now, there are some cool classes in EverQuest. You have your knight classes, paladins, and shadow knights, which I think are, just super fun. Of course, you have a warrior. And then kind of rounding out melee, of course, rogue and monk. And monks are terribly efficient. And all of them have their own upsides and downsides. And then you have your priest classes, which are shamans, clerics, and druids. Those are fantastic. And then you have your caster classes, which is wizard, which is they just have nukes. Mage, which they actually are a pet casting class. They don't have a lot of CC crowd control, but they really do have great pets, strong pets. And then you have Enchanter, which arguably is the strongest class in the game. There is one more casting class too. Let's see, it's a wizard. Oh yeah, Necro. The one I'm playing. I'm playing a solo friendly class. That's the whole kind of concept for me right now. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of utility for Necros and groups as well. But I definitely am playing this particular character more solo. And I will be doing that a lot. I mean, that's just kind of the nature of the beast. And so, yeah, this is our kind of our swan song, our maiden voyage, if you will. We got about 3 bubbles there now. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's out there. Okay, here's one large scorp. Gotta look off to the side here. We'll pull that large scorpion in. Let me send my pet in. Then I'm going to turn on my auto attack. I'm going to sneak in behind and just kind of... And now I'm watching my health bar. And as soon as I lose a little health, I start kind of casting my life taps. That kind of drains him faster. But my pet is just, doing work on that guy. Something fierce, and then down we go again. Just kind of look out there for rinse and repeat. Okay. The old field of bone. Now, graphics in this game are definitely circa 99. I mean, that's what they are. This game, it really did. There was a lot that your imagination kind of... But it's really important to know that at the time this game came, there was nothing like it. There was literally nothing. I mean, Asheron's Call was a game I played that was something like it. I never played Ultima Online. Ultima Online is almost a little more kind of like a top-down or an ARPG type. A little bit more to me. I never played the original RuneScape, so I don't know much about that either, or when it came out exactly. I played a multi-user domain, a MUD, until EverQuest came out. I mean, I played single-player games like Pool of Radiance and all of the Dungeons and Dragons, games like that. Champions of Kryn, all of those types of games, I played. But EverQuest was the first online game with other people that had this huge open world, and it was just this. It was a game changer. It was otherworldly. Logging in 1999, I was living in Oregon at the time, and I literally could not believe the game. I was so incredibly stunned by how cool it was. And I've never lost that feeling about it. EverQuest has always had this very, very nostalgic, sweet spot in my soul because it's such a great game. I mean, it literally is such a great game, and there's so much chalked into it. It's hard to understand how much is really chalked into it, but it's an enormous game with tons of expansions, and it's an unbelievable game. And I played for a couple of years before I ventured off to play in other places. Like I said, that being said, I never played that, that much where, like, I didn't raid, you know what I mean? I never did that kind of stuff. Heck, I don't even know that I did a whole lot of, like, gawk and that type of stuff back in the day. I don't think I really did. I mean, good. Ooh, we're starting to get close to the next level. That's awesome. All right, I got 3 of those, and I don't know, maybe they can be sold. I don't know. We're going to find out. And I'm not going to be streaming a ton today, I should mention. Part of this is just me wanting to kind of stream. I wanted to kind of keep an eye on the OBS stats. I wanted to make sure that I could actually do this. I will actually, get some more professional scene breaks and some things together. And I'm just going to prepare for the day that either Green 2.0 comes out, and the next TLP server comes out with the regular Daybreak Everquest client, and I am going to, I want to play through some different content, stuff that I haven't seen before, take on some challenges I haven't been able to take on before. So we're gonna have some fun. We're just gonna kind of check this out. If you happen to catch this, if you do happen to watch it, I will be out of town for a few days. So, there's not going to be a whole lot of happening over the next week or so with this. But I definitely am looking forward to playing this a lot more and streaming it a lot more and making some videos about the funny stuff that happens. And little things and tricks that I learn along the way that can help. I should find a really nice 1080p monitor and just have that because it plays a little funny inside a window. I think I'd like it better if it was full screen. There are occasions where, like, I can get my mouse outside the window, and if you're running along or something, it could get ugly real quick. All right, there's a scaled wolf. All right. So with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and just sign off for the day. I appreciate anybody who's kind of taken a listen. I am going to, certainly going to be doing a little bit more. That, like I said, this was just a big kind of a test to make sure that that I could get the audio captured correctly, that we could, that we would do okay. You know what I mean? I'm going to turn up this audio here towards the end. I just want to make sure. Hold on, let me cast something on myself. Oh, interesting. Now, I do have audio, right? I think so. I'll have to kind of mess with that later and figure that part out. All right. I brought that skeleton back a long way. You had to work for that one. All right. That being said, I think it is time for me to sign out. Actually, I'm just going to help this guy here. Stick my pet on him. And I wish you all a great night, and take care of yourself, and we'll see you all around Norrath.